Okay guys, so here we are in Muang Khua, our last destination in Laos. It's been a very exciting 29 days in Laos. Tomorrow is our day number 30 and it's so sad we have to say goodbye to this beautiful country.
It really is an amazing country, completely underrated, we would say. We've seen the entire thing now. We went from down south, from the 4,000 island, all the way up north across the border to Vietnam, and it's been an unbelievable journey.
Don't forget to check all the videos of our YouTube channel. This chapter of our story is called In Love with Laos. Welcome to our series In Love with Laos.
It's a beautiful world out there. Just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there.
Muang Khua is the last town before crossing the land border with Vietnam. But how did we get there? When we were in Luang Prabang, we had no idea how to get to the land border crossing. We couldn't find any information in the internet or not very clear information how to do it. But believe me, it's not that hard. So we just kept moving north, starting with spending a few days in a small village called Nong Khiaw.
Nong Khiaw is located 3 hours by bus from Luang Prabang. We paid for the bus about 190,000 kip, about $10 per person. And Nong Khiaw is tucked away between mountains. It's a quiet little village where we found this place to just relax and reorganize for our next trips. But Nong Khiaw actually has a lot of activities to offer for visitors. For example, we met some other travelers that were going on a multi-day jungle trekking. There are also viewpoints, caves, and waterfalls.
So we decided to go in a full day tour to a local village called Muang Ngoy. Muang Ngoy is an auto-sustainable village located 2 hours by slow boat from Nong Khiaw. It's a very beautiful town where you can see how people live in the past without any internet, TVs. They just live from agriculture. If you want to get even more remote than Nong Khiaw, there are also a few guest houses in Muang Ngoy where you can stay and experience a little bit of the local life.
On our tour, we first visited Phan Noi Cave and Viewpoint. This cave was used as a shelter during war to protect people from air bombings. The cave is about 200 meters deep and very interesting historical visit. The hike to the top took about 30, maybe 40 minutes. As with other viewpoints in Laos, it's not the easiest climb.
So then we decided to walk around the village. We saw an organic farm before continuing our hike to the waterfall. It was a nice jump in the cool water after a long and sweaty hike. We passed some amazing landscapes during this walk.
On the way back to Nong Khiaw, we were supposed to be kayaking, but the rain was pouring down really heavily. So we decided to skip that part and just stay on the slow boat instead. So this full day tour cost 250,000 kip per person, which is about $13 and included lunch.
Nong Khiaw is also a very small village and you can walk it from side to side in around 20 minutes. Across the bridge is where the most hostels are. We stay on the town side in a guest house named Arctic Guest House, very highly recommended. And this was a great value for money and the lady working there was super nice. She even made a bracelet for us as a gift without asking for money. A night in there in a private room with balcony overlooking the river cost around 300,000 kip. It's around $15 per night.
A few other places that we tried when we were here and that we recommend going to is Delilah. Delilah had a very good breakfast, probably the best one in town, I would say. And then we also went to Mama Alex. We went there twice actually because it was really good choice for dinner. And then every evening we ended up at Q Bar, which is a great place to go for evening drinks. They have a pool table and also very nice views of the sunset from their roof.
On our next mission, we're gonna get to the border with Vietnam. Next to our hotel is the port for boat transportation, and they have a slow boat that will take us to Muang Khua. That's the border city with Vietnam. And from there, they told us that we can take a bus to the border. The slow boat costs around 300,000 kip per person. That's around $15 per person if you are more than 3 people. Otherwise, they will charge you the double. We were lucky that 2 ladies were going from Muang Khua the same day as us. We took a slow boat about 3 hours up the river to a dam.
And then we had to get out of the boat, so take all of our bags, get into a van or a tuk-tuk that drove us across the dam a few kilometers, and then get into another slow boat for another couple of hours before reaching Muang Khua.
The total journey just took about 6 hours. It's not the most comfortable journey. The boat doesn't have any seats, and the engine of the boat is very loud, so it's very hard to talk with other people. So I highly recommend you to sit further front to the boat so you don't hear the engine on your ear, because it's very uncomfortable. Apart from that, the landscapes while you go in that boat is very beautiful. It's so much nature and so many houses and people around, and you can see some buffaloes swimming.
Muang Khua, apart from being a stopover for travelers going to and from Vietnam via the land border, it doesn't have that much to offer. There is a tourist information center, but this place is actually so small that the guy that works there will come and find you and ask if you want to do any of their tours rather than you going to see him. They offer us, for example, a 2-day jungle trekking to mountain tribes, but we didn't have the time for that at this time. There are not that many guest houses in Muang Khua, and most of them are not on online booking sites. So when you arrive here, just walk in, ask to see the room, and select one that works for you. We stayed near where the boat stopped in the port and paid 120,000 kip, which is $6 for a private room with AC.
Super cheap. Never seen something like that before. The best place for food there is Savadi, and I believe it's the only place where you can get food, which is located close to the port. That is not actually a port. It's just like a road where the boat stops in the water. The bus station is close to the bridge. It doesn't look like a bus station, to be fair, so just go there and ask people that you would like to book a bus to go to Vietnam, and they will point you the right direction to go. Listen, Lao people are just incredible. Just ask them questions, they will always give you the right answer, and they will be very honest with you. So after speaking to them, they point us the place to go, and we booked the bus. It cost us 250,000 kip per person. That's around $13.
And that is to go to Dien Bien Phu, which was what we were doing. And it takes about 3 to 4 hours to get there. But you can actually also book to go directly to Sapa, which is an additional 6 to 8 hours. So it's a very long ride if you want to go directly to Sapa, but it is possible if you're a bit short on time.
Yeah, so this is the sad moment to say bye to this beautiful country. But guys, if you have the chance to come to Southeast Asia and you want to get off the beaten path and try something new, different to Thailand and Vietnam, I will recommend you to come to Laos, even better than Cambodia, to be honest.
And every single one we've met have been super friendly, nicest, just genuinely amazing people here.
Yeah, they always very friendly, very kind, and very trustworthy. Believe it or not, this is the country where you can trust anyone. Nothing bad is gonna happen to you.
We felt very safe the entire journey.
Don't forget to check all our videos of our YouTube channel. So for each episode, we're gonna create kind of a story to tell to you, all of you. And the name of this chapter is called In Love with Laos. Don't forget to check it out. All the journey is there from south in the Sipandon Islands all the way to the north in Muang Khua.
All right, that's it.
That's it.
See you in Vietnam.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video.
See ya.
See ya.
We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love?